Hello and welcome to this very special interview. Hi, Rahul this side on behalf of Revsportz, and along with me I have Ashutosh Mehta. The man whom you haven't seen much in the last 2 years because we are going to unfold that story only in this very special interview. That's a separate chapter for Ashutosh Mehta. We're going to unfold that in this interview, and also as he has embarked on a new chapter as he's back on the professional football. So we'll discuss about that as well in this interview. So let's start. How has been your life in the last 2 years? We all know, through what you have gone through.
Of course, very difficult phase in my life because I think it's not easy to put in the work every day because I had to fight with my mind every day, hoping that the things will get better because it's not easy to put in the work without getting paid, without knowing what is going to happen tomorrow. I was my own friend, I was my own enemy, I was all by myself. Difficult situation, but I had to keep going because I didn't have a plan B. My plan B was to make my plan A work. Okay. So I had no option. I had to put in the work every day. And I had this thing inside that I wanted to come back.
And during this time, as you have so many friends in this football fraternity, did they call you? Did they motivate you?
Yes. Not a lot because during the tough times you get to know who are your real ones.
Yeah.
But yes, there were people who were genuinely concerned about my situation, and I'm very thankful to them.
As now you are back with Jamshedpur, they have showed faith on you, despite not playing football in the last 2 years. What you will be telling about them?
Yes, firstly, all my gratitude to them, to Jamshedpur, for showing the trust because I know it's not easy. Because if I was the owner of the team, of course, I would think twice before signing a player who has not played for 2 years. I would have done my due diligence before signing a player, but I'm very thankful, grateful to them for having faith in me.
The moment you're back with Jamshedpur, you're wearing that T-shirt, you played the first game, after 2 years. How was that feeling? You were, taking a look back at the last 2 years.
I think about it even now. Sometimes कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है कि कैसे मैं वो situation से बाहर आया हूँ. It was that difficult, and I don't want any athlete to be in that situation because I know the feeling. Everyone should hit rock bottom once in their lives because you grow as a person, you learn so much about yourself. So after playing, after 800 days, almost 800 days, I played a game and it felt really good. I was doing something what I love to do the most, and I've worked hard. For those 2 years, this was the day I was waiting for.
So after 800 days, as you were back in football and you reunited with, Khalid Jamil, the man with whom you have spent most part of your football career since Mumbai FC, then Aizol, and in many clubs. And so now again, as you have reunited with Khalid Jamil, he has also showed faith on you, despite not playing football in the last 2 years. So, what actually he told you, when he gave you the first call, for the Jamshedpur offer?
Okay, so this time it was a bit different than the previous years because, of course, I know him and he knows me since the past 15 years. He's like my godfather in football, but he's a top professional and he's somebody who's going to think about the team first. So I was here. I don't know if many people know about it or not, but I was here for 2 weeks. I did my fitness tests, and even, of course, coach did all the due diligence he wanted to because, as I said, he's a top professional and he'll always think about the team first. Once I finished my fitness, and that's the first thing he told me, you have to come here, you have to prove yourself in these 2 weeks. You have to complete all your fitness tests, and only if I feel that you're ready and fit enough, only then we sign you. So this time it was quite different than the previous years.
So it's very clear that in the last 2 years you had to overcome a very big hurdle. So now as you embark on a new chapter, have you set any goal for the upcoming years?
I think the optimal state doesn't come from thinking about the end result. For me, I think it's very important to take one step, one breath, one heartbeat at a time. I think it's very important. If Because the end result is not in your control. You can only control the things which is in your control. So what is in my control is to put in the work,
Yeah,
every day.
absolutely great. Would you like to recount, all these past memories, what transpired in the last 2 years? Would you like to write a book, in future once your career finish?
Okay, so my career hasn't been like Chetri Bhai or Sandesh Jingan or
Okay.
Gurpreet for sure. Okay, but I genuinely think that it's my every athlete and everyone has their own story. But I genuinely think that my story is very interesting for a neutral, very very inspiring as well, very inspiring as well, because if you see, sometimes even I feel अरे मैं कैसे इस situation से आया. Even previously I think about my journey, and sometimes I feel that how did I manage to get out of this situation, you know. So yeah, I mean, as I said, everyone should hit rock bottom once in their lives. For sure they should, because you grow so much as a person, you mature, and you get to learn a lot of things about yourself, which I think is very important.
Absolutely. We can all imagine what you have went through in the last 2 years. Even if we can keep ourselves in that position, your position, we can understand. Even I don't play professional football, but still I love this game, and I go at least twice or thrice in the week to play the football. So I can understand what it mean for you to stay away from professional football. But let's all keep all this thing aside and look back at those glorious part of your career. Like you own the I League with Mohun Bagan, you own the I League with Aizawl FC. But I think obviously the Aizawl FC was special because with that side, no one believed. Even Aizawl was not even considered as favorite, but still you guys pulled it off.
Now that chapter, that is a different chapter, and I can write a book on it. Even
For the Aizawl one.
as well one, of course, I can write a book on it, because the way everything went was our way, but before that, the situation, myself and even my colleague Jayesh and even Albino, we were in a situation where, so most of the people don't know about this. Mumbai, they
Okay.
wanted to get rid of us. Okay. It wasn't like, no, we didn't go there. No, they wanted to get rid of us because
Okay.
new coach, new management, and they didn't want us. Okay, this is the truth. And again, as I said, I can write a book on this, how the entire journey, it's been beautiful. Also, if you ask me about Mohan Bagan, it is very special because it was like a comeback season for me.
Yeah.
Mohan Bagan season, because I was playing in the ISL, then I had to switch to the I League because, of course, not a very good season with Pune City, and then switching back to the I League, and then proving myself again in the I League, and then coming back to the ISL, and then the national team. So and that's the reason I say that my story is, I think it's quite interesting for a neutral, and quite inspiring as well, which is good.
Mohun Bagan fans, I still remember that rhyme, Kaun bachayega apna naya Ashu bhaiya, the way they used to back you.
Of course, Kolkata hits different when it comes to football, and even still they support me, which is massive. If you of course you have to, the pressure over there, and of course you have to be on the top of your game if you want their support, if you want their love. I think it's very important to be on the top of your game, and I think very grateful to them, very grateful for them for the support they have been showing all these years. Even I am not playing for Bagan, but still they support me, which is
Absolutely. And they will remember you forever. Coming back to Jamshedpur, do you see this time there's a realistic chance to finish in the top 6 after missing the top 6 spot last season by a whisker?
As I said, in football, the most important game is the next game. It's
Okay.
very important to go step by step. Also, the result is not in your control.
Okay, but do you see the squad, as competitive as the other compared to last season?
All the teams are this season, especially this season, the ISL is very competitive. It's all about whichever team performs better, technically, tactically, physically, however, is going to get the 3 points.
Oh. Ashubhai, let's talk about Khalid Jabil. This man is a different human being because I have seen foreign coaches working with the club, but this man, you just give him a low budget team, but still he will bring success with them. What's special about Khalid Jabil?
There is so much to learn from him, the way he prepares for the game, his work ethic, his reading of the game, his man management skill. I think he's not given enough credit for what he has done all these years. And it's not just me, it's so many players. He has changed lives. Also, if you notice him, he never takes credit when the team is doing well. He always gives credit to the players. And when the team is not doing well, he takes all the blame. That's a sign of a true leader, I believe. And as I said, there's so much to learn from him. The way he prepares for every training session, every games, he exactly knows how to get the best out of what is available for him. And it's been 15, 16 years I know him. I know him since, and the only thing, even now, he says that there is no alternative for working hard. He keeps saying, it's impossible to lose if you don't quit. It's impossible. I mean, I am a living proof, I think. It's impossible. I believe that.
Yeah,
I truly believe that.
Time.
It's impossible to lose if you don't quit. So yeah, I'm grateful. I'm still working under him and learning under him.
Yeah, we always see, he always brings out the best. Say for a young player or a foreigner, he always, brings the best from a player. And you own with Aijol, you own the I League with Aijol with him, and also this time with Jamshedpur. Do you want to replicate the Aijol success this time with Jamshedpur with Khalid Jamil? Do you think together you can again
in football and in life, anything and everything is possible.
Okay.
As I said, हमारे कंट्रोल में भी क्या है, मेहनत करना. Is to collective effort is very important, I think. So important to think about what is in our control at the moment.
Give a different perspective of Khalid Jamil, how he gel with the players, how he inspire, how he motivates player. He always.
As I said, he's one of the best man managers. He exactly knows what the player is thinking. He exactly knows.
Okay.
He hardly misses anything, even in training, even off the pitch. He hardly misses, and he reads the players. He reads the body language of the players, and he gives a lot of importance in the small details. Which I feel is quite different about it.
My last question, as you have been part of Indian football since last decade, you have seen Indian football evolving in the last decade. So what are the changes you have noticed in Indian football in last decade?
A lot of changes. As I said, if you see the Indian Super League, it's so competitive. Also, a lot of youngsters are getting the opportunity to showcase their talent, and a lot of them are doing well. So of course, overall, it's growing, which is a very good sign for Indian football.
Message for the people of Jamshedpur?
No, just be patient, keep supporting, because as I said, the result is not even in our control. What is in our control is to put in the work. I can promise one thing, that all of us are going to give our lives on the pitch. There is no doubt about it.
Thanks a lot, Ashu bhai.
Thank you, thank
Thanks
you,
a
bhai.
lot
Thank
for
you.
your time, and it has been an incredible story. And I'm fortunate that Ashu bhai has given us time. Thank you for that, and best wishes for the rest of the season.
Thank you, bhai. Thank you so much.